Here we are. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David? Bassman, her ladyship. Oh, wait, her ladyship's in, you're looking after Dottie. Well, say hello to Dottie and Bass Woman. Now, today we're continuing the Batmobile. I will just flick the link up, Bassman. I haven't got my booth set up, but what I'm going to do is it's a thing I would need to do anyway after airbrushing, and it is basically what they call, well, the term I was given was um, cutting in. This is the term they use apparently when certainly on houses anyway. And basically, what I'm going to do is go around those areas. You'll see. It's pretty explanatory. Yeah. And yeah, the reason I didn't get the booth set up and stuff is because I was working on my business plan. If I submit it today, I can, or early today, I'll get most of the data myself. Hey, how you doing?
Sir.
And hey, how you doing?
Good
Now,
morning.
camera comes around. I was worried that when I bring the camera around quite so vigorously, there's a sort of risk of people getting seasick. Now, what I mean by cutting in, you may already know what I mean, I don't know, is okay. When I mask off the red bits for the for airbrushing, there's still going to be areas where I've gone too far with the mask. The idea here is that I will just paint those areas on the edge. So then I can be quite, doesn't matter if you follow me. That's the theory anyway. Now, like that's this sort of stuff. Here's a good example. Along the way, I can paint some other bits as well. This I shall now do. Now, first things first. What do I want to do first? Jet black. That's what I want. There we go. Yes, it is coffee time, by golly. Excuse me.
So how's your morning started out, Rob?
Yeah, good. Um, I've got things organized in this sort of a area. At least I know what colors are going to go where, sort of a thing.
Okay.
And to me, that's a good thing, in as much as it saved me wading through shit,
Yeah.
going, gee, where's the color for? I know where they are.
Yeah.
Here's the question.
Colors they were be using.
Did you paint this part here around the edge black or red?
Black.
Yeah.
Of course, red would look good on it.
I've speculated. I'll have a bit of a closer look at the. Let's have a look at the picky here. Possibly, it would certainly give it a slightly. Because whenever you see vampires and they're bat creatures, um, you always see the black cape with the red inner thing, don't you?
Yep.
As a stereotype, anyway. I certainly can't base it on any vampires I've actually encountered, not to my knowledge.
They messed up. That's nasty.
Now, but the good part about doing all this cutting is, like, would be stuff I'd have to do even after the airbrushing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least then that's done. And that'll make it all a lot easier, theoretically. The theory is good. Now, okay. Do I need more? Probably. Getting it all over my desk. This is not good. Well, it's not bad. It's just a pain in the ass. Move you over to there. I sort of saw it coming.
Yeah, if you're not making a mess, you ain't doing it right.
Well, there's a Bishop Choir boy light if ever there was.
Hell. Good shit.
Now I'm dropping the bloody lid. Really not helping my own cause here. There we go. Deary, deary me. Now, next, and I reckon I'll do the canopy looking stuff today, or at least get the surfacer on it.
All day.
Now, jet black. All right, let's do the cutting in on this part. I'm thinking about doing the interior area a different black, but that could just be being a little more what's the word I'm looking for? Unnecessary. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after I've got the outer circle done. Now. No, not that one. Not that one either. I think that's the one I just had. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. I'm starting to think I might be getting due for some new brushes. Maybe not. I know what I should be going for. The ever faithful Tamir. Come to Papa. Yeah. Actually, that's a good option to pursue, I think, certainly on the perimeters here. Because that means I can come out quite wide. Yeah. I've started watching a movie. When I say started watching, what I do with movies quite often is I'll buy them on YouTube and watch them over a few sessions because I might have other stuff to do.
Right.
And I've started watching one called The Imitation Game. And it's about the decoding of the Enigma machine. And one of the actors, one of the guys who was heavily involved in the program was autistic. And I got to say, if the guy, what's his name? Cumberbatch? Something like that. Yeah, does a really good job of portraying a genius who's just completely oblivious to everyday life. He doesn't understand very simple human things.
Huh.
And it's, yeah. Once I've finished it, I'll let you know if it's got Charles Dance in it from Game of Thrones. He played Tywin,
Oh,
and he's again playing he plays a naval commander, and in much the same way as he does when he plays Tywin, he bristles with wrath, with real style.
huh.
It's worth checking out. In one
What was the
scene,
name of it again?
because pardon,
What was the name of it again?
the Imitation Game.
The
Like
Imitation
there's
Game.
one scene where, spoiler alert coming up, Turing, that's the character's name, thinks things should be a certain way. And to do that, he's got to have certain amounts of money. He thinks that some of the staff are just useless anyway. Why don't you just sack them? That way you can afford my brilliant idea.
Ah,
And I can't remember what Charles Dance's character's name is, but he basically says, look, this is just how it is. And ultimately, Turing writes to Churchill and gets his way. And
okay.
then he then does a couple of things that that Charles Dance's character is not approving or happy of, but has no option but to go with. Oh, mate, the look of death,
Huh.
totally worth just the price of admission right there.
Damn.
He was, yeah, it's good stuff. I'll watch some more of it tonight, probably while I'm having dinner. And that's how I go through most movies. I watch half an hour of the heap. A lot
Yeah, we do
a
that
lot of people
sometimes.
wouldn't
So, yeah.
understand. It's the time constraint thing, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, it's shaping up well thus far. I could go Chrome. No, I won't go Chrome inside. No. No. It's also got, and I would say, he hasn't been very prominent yet, but the guy who played Sam in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what his name is either offhand. But yeah, he's in it. Sean Astin, that's his name. And I assume he'll be more prominent than he has been thus far. But yeah, once I've watched that, I don't know. I might revisit The Godfather because I'm reading the book at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The book's obviously different,
Oh, yeah. Of course.
and there's a lot of more nuance in it. And like they say, oh, it's better than the movie. Well, yeah, but there's things you can convey in a book you can't in a movie, and that's just how it is. I would say that as a movie, however, it's a pretty good translation. They don't miss much. All right. That's what I mean by cutting in. I'm just going to go and do around the edges. So that way, when I mask up, it's not going to matter
All right.
as to if I go too far with protecting the red, because, well, there's black there anyway.
Yep.
That's my theory. And like I said, I believe they do that with houses. reckoning that when I get to my course today, I only need to be there for an hour or two.
What course is that?
Small business.
Oh, that's right.
It goes like this. Um, welfare over here runs differently to how I believe it runs in the US. Now, this is, of course, no surprise. Different country.
Yeah.
Now, over here, you can be on, well, you receive, say you're unemployed. We'll start at that point. You can receive benefits for as long as you need, but you need to apply for X number of jobs and da 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 and jump through a few hoops. Now, and the way it's done actually is probably more getting in the way of people getting gainful employment rather than assisting them.
Hmm.
It's a curious dynamic. We digress, or at least I do. Now, because when I was waiting for surgery, I received welfare, but now, of course, I'm able to work, and that would mean that I would have to jump through their hoops, which, oh, God, I don't even want to begin. However, the other option, particularly given the fact that I'm now 57, and of course, let's face it, getting into the workforce at that age, and I've been out of gainful employment for 5 years now. Getting back into the workforce, good luck with that. But what the government will do, and are doing in my instance, and I'm not the only person doing this, they will fund you to attend a course and set you up in a small business by supplying what is basically welfare for 9 months whilst you can continue to make money as a business.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So it gives you a bit of a kick along, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
There are other benefits as well. Like I might be I've got to get what's called over here. I don't know if insurance terms are international or not. Be that as it may, public liability. Now,
How does that work?
covers a whole range of things. How it works mostly is that the insurance companies make money, but hang on, I'm just getting a little spot there. There we go. Yeah, but because I'm on this program, it's entirely possible that I will have my first years of insurance paid for.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's stuff like that, man. Oh, sorry, David said Benedict Cumberbatch. Here we go. David's giving us a bit of the goss as to who that's the dude in played Khan in Star Trek. There you go.
Luke Picard. Patrick
Interesting.
Stewart.
What's he talking about? Cumberbatch. What is he talking
There
about?
we go.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah. What did he? What's the
Either
guy's
way,
name?
he's a fine actor, I've got to say, from what I've seen.
Was he asking about Cumberbatch?
You're talking about Star Trek.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Into there.
Well, it's a question about Star Trek and John Luke Picard, Patrick Stewart.
I didn't have one. Apparently, Cumberbatch played Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
in the new Star Trek one.
there you go. Well, that's the chappie I'm talking about.
Okay.
And like I said, he's obviously he would have had to do a lot of research for his role. That's pretty par for the course with actors who, well, good ones anyway.
All right.
And but he is, like I said, he's got that whole autism thing going on. Oh yeah, I've worked with kids with autism, and yeah, it's pretty impressive work because the whole thing is, of course, he makes it look natural. I do like how there's got the chrome against the black um, in the central console and indeed on the dash. It's very striking.
Well, see, with me, I'm on full disability because I've had 9 back surgeries, half my spine's
Yeah,
fused,
that'll do you.
and so they actually put me on Medicare
Yeah, right.
when I got disability. And every 3 years, you have to fill out a form showing you're going to doctors and that you're still, disabled.
Well, they think it's going to cure it itself.
See, I know, right? I don't understand their rules and regulations, but you got to go by them.
Yeah, jump through the hoops, play the game. Yeah, it's all you can do in the final analysis. I mean, I'm a bit more fortunate in as much as I have the option of doing something that'll get me out of the whole welfare thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fortunate.
Well, I work with a grocery
Um,
store chain, food line here in the States for 27 years.
yeah,
And my disability is based on, pretty much what I worked.
yeah, right.
So it ain't too bad.
Hmm? Hang on. Just a moment. I will goggles up and bing. Here we go. Give us a look. Oh, nice.
The interior. Well,
Oh, yeah.
you can see
Very
it
nice.
now. Yesterday you couldn't see it that good, and my lighting was bad.
That's coming along well, man. That's
Let
nice.
me show you. Let me show you something real quick before you go off of there. I found this out on the engine. That this will help you out. The oil pan needs to go on that way in order for the engine to sit on the chassis like it's supposed to. If you turn the oil pan the other way, where the thick part is at the back,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like most oil pans are, it won't sit in the chassis. It'll sit jacked up like that.
Yeah, right.
So when you go put your oil pan on, turn it around.
Right.
I about got my engine assembled and painted.
That's a curious little anomaly.
I know, right? In the directions, it shows the oil pan being the other way, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It won't work like that.
It does
So that'll
indeed
help
look.
you out when you get to that point.
Now, get us back to. Bam. All right. Ah, yes. All right. Now, what about that angle? A little further there. One of the reasons I wouldn't mind getting back early from a course if I can is twofold. One, if I get back really early, I might be able to go into the do some swimming, which I
Oh
wouldn't be
no.
unhappy for. And two, I'm starting my Christmas baking, and I've still got one big cake and two small cakes to make before I start getting onto the mince pies, sausage rolls, and vanilla kipfu. So,
Yeah, the sausage rolls sound pretty good.
yeah, look, it's pretty straight. It's pretty easy to make. Um, I use my mum's recipe as always. Um, it's a combination of minces. It's pork and lamb.
Mm, those are the kind that Bridget makes.
Pork and lamb.
Yeah, it's two different ones, which is a bit quirky of its own. All right, now I'll just put my hand there and hang
Oh
on,
yeah.
down, up, no, across. I'm to move that. Be damned. And
Oh yeah. Nice.
so yeah, I'm cutting there. There. All I got to do now is just go mask, or I can even be quite rough with it, like I said. I might extend that out a bit further,
Right. That's
and
looking
then I
good.
can just be quite rough with the masking because it's not going to matter. Yeah, we'll take that down just a little further.
Yeah, I must say this year's gone by quick.
As you can probably gather, my headset just died on me. Um, Now, where was I? That's where I was. Oh, yes. Now, yeah, just coming along there a bit. There we go. And this side. All right, that'll do us. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, that's the spot I want to nail. And that's nice and easy. Gonna. Yeah, right. Nice. Now, anything else on here? No. Uh, Now, you first. A little touch up here. Just there. Mm, One way. There we go. Up. Up. Ah, David's just received his 8 kits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What were they?
I can't recall, but 8, dearie me, that's all I'm saying.
I know, right?
Although, as I've said, I can be accused of doing something similar. I can't recall if I did order them all at one go. I did do that once. For an ICM set, they produce this range of figures, Guards of the World, which I have. Um, things like the Vatican Guard, or the Swiss Guard rather, British Beef Eaters. 1:16th. US Marine, like Marine Guard, like you'd see at the tomb for the what's the term? I know it's a very important military place in the US. Tomb
Oh
of the
shoot.
Unknown Soldier. Those sorts of dudes.
Damn it.
And but yeah, it's also got Mounties. Um, yeah, you get the idea. And there was
Yeah,
8 of them, and I thought, that is so cool.
absolutely.
And so I got all 8 of them. At some stage, I'll build them.
Wow.
Thing is, I don't know if they're necessarily in production anymore. So you could argue, am I better off not building them if you follow me?
That is a question to ask yourself.
Because at that stage, they become, of course, collector's items.
Yep, it becomes valuable.
Certainly to someone.
Yep.
Now, that's that done. So yeah, I mean, you saw it yesterday, but hey, now it's tidied up a little.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Boom. Zip.
Looking good.
Now, next in this color, we shall zoom out a bit. There we go. Oh, it's too far. Deary me. All right. Do these ones, I reckon. Now, oh yeah. Slowly but surely. They're coming out so nicely on this one for some reason. There we go.
So are you going to try to do the penguin and the Catwoman?
I'm thinking about it. I mean, that's what they are there for.
Or that?
Um, I mean, it falls into the category of. Actually, I wonder if you could do them standing by it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because that way, of course, you can still show everything that's inside, without them obstructing that. Hmm. Actually, this is definitely a time to go,
Hmm.
Robin. There'd be a way of doing it. Even if it came to sort of getting little. I remember a mate of mine showing me with um, how to do 1:72 figures. And he, oh, hey, Ronald, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Um, yeah, and what was the point I was getting to? 1:72 figures. Um, no, lost my train of thought saying hello. um, that was it. He showed me how to. We mounted them on 5 cent pieces because over here, 5 cents is pretty much your lowest form of currency, and will buy you 4/5 of fuck all. And so you know, as if you care. And he got the 5 cent piece. We got one side and made it look like the surface we were putting them to stand on. In one instance, it was like a North African sort of a thing, so we made it look nice and dirty. Just got dirt from outside and da da da. And glued them onto it,
Oh wow.
and that worked a treat. So I would suggest, not use of that word, that it would be entirely possible to do the same with the figures here. Even or they might even stand by themselves. You never know.
Hmm.
They might only be able to do seated positions. I don't know. We'll have to have a look
Oh,
at that.
actually, yeah, they're actually just seated. They're not. You can't make them stand unless you cut them up.
Ah, okay, so it's an either or sort of a thing.
Yep,
Unless I make a park bench.
that'll work.
Just trying to imagine a park bench conversation between Catwoman and the Penguin, as far as would they be plotting crimes or making observations about the environment around them.
Hmm.
Wah, wah, wah. Look at that oak tree. Wah, wah.
You do that too well.
Thank you. But yeah, trying to think. I can't do a Catwoman because, well,
All
yeah, I
right.
don't think my voice is really going to carry that one so well. Um, but not quite sure what she'd peg out. The birds. That's what she'd be eyeing off. The birds, trying to eat them. Something like, um, I don't know, eyeing for starling of some variety. Now, that's one edge. Got a little carried away there, but most of it's good. That underneath angle's a bit bitchin'. bitchin'. I remember hearing. Do you remember Cheech and Chong?
Everybody should know Chicken Chong.
Oh yeah, I remember one of the. Can't remember which. That's it. I reckon it was the show, the one of the records where they're doing the game show. Let's make a dope deal, and they've got a guy on. His name's Bob, and his name's Bob Bitchin. So Bob, what you been doing? Oh, bitchin', man. You can see that's Tommy Chong. Yeah, bitchin', man. Yep. Uh, yes, they were funny. And then when I said bitchin' a couple of minutes ago, that just reminded me of that.
I don't know who was a bigger pothead, Chicken Chong or Shaggy.
Chicken Chong.
My wife said Cheech and Chong were a bigger pothead than Shaggy and
Oh,
Scooby.
yeah. There's a great. Do you remember that scene from? I think it might even be Up in Smoke. And it opens with Cheech Marin, who you got to say, if anyone does classless well, it's Cheech. And he's driving along in this hammered old, the classic Yank tank done it by the Mexican style. And it's got smoke pouring out of it. And he's got My Sharona on the sound system. And he's singing along with it. My scrotum.
Masquerade.
And it's just like, yeah, that's Cheech. Yeah, he's all class.
Masquerade.
But he does the full lead in with all the same lyrics, like, oh my little pretty one. Oh dear. Yeah. Quality entertainment.
Yes, it is.
When I was on the door at for a while, I worked for about 3 years at a strip club.
No way.
And I was out the front. We had a speaker, but you ever seen Dusk Till Dawn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did the whole pussy, pussy, pussy. I did that whole spiel, and I
Good.
was put up to it, and it was too good to refuse. How does one not do that? And I also did the Seymour Skinner one on one occasion, just because it behooved me. But yeah. Yeah. Almost
Oh, a
done.
very entertaining line of work, wasn't it?
Look, vastly overrated. Or at least, wait, here we go. You, the thing is, because you got accustomed to seeing naked women all the time, it became like wallpaper.
I can see that.
And you'd get these guys coming up to you saying, "You've got the best job in the world."
Yeah, kind of like a gynecologist. They get tired of seeing them things, you know.
What in
These
the
are the
world?
things, man. And you just look and say, "You think so, mate? Look, do you think I'm shagging all of these chicks? Because I'm not." And further to which, how many times do you think I've seen this? It gets kind of tiresome. And for all of that pleasure, I get the unenviable job of occasionally having to clock someone. Please tell me how this is such a great job.
You got my
You got
wife.
really cynical about it after a while.
You got my wife over here rolling.
Yeah, it's but yeah, I mean, and it was a funny thing because you got regulars coming in, and one guy who used to come in with his mate said he had a very similar experience, a little more extreme again, in as much as he used to work in a porn store. Yeah, and he reckoned when he first started there, it was a bit dear oh dear oh dear. But after a while, he'd walk in and he'd see either whatever sex toy come in, just say, "Yes, we'll put that there. No worries, da da. That's just, no, just another day at the office here." And
Yeah,
yeah,
my wife worked at one of those they call it Adam and Eve here in Smithfield, and some of the things that come through there and the stuff she's seen, man. She
oh
worked
yeah,
part
man.
time several years ago, and yeah,
Now here's a funny story for you. So I worked for as a courier for a little while, and I was doing a delivery to one place, and it had to be signed for. No worries. And oh, hang on. Oh, here we go. Yep, yep. Here we go. David's got. Oh, nice. 3 planes, 1 tank, 1 reconnaissance tank, 1 submarine, 1 tanker, and 1 tug.
oh
Do you have
wow,
a pear tree there, mate? Um, yeah.
huh.
Anyway, funny story. Yes. What was it? It was getting back to Bing, ding. No, I've lost my funny story. It'll come back shortly.
Why they were talking about vaginas and sex toys? Does that help?
Yeah, that was it. I remember now. I remember now. It was I was working as a courier and had this parcel that had to be signed for. Anyway, the parcel hadn't been well sealed, and it opened up, revealing its contents, which was a Nicky Tyler vibrating arse and vagina and a suction pump.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, and when I'm getting the guy to sign it, and of course I'm trying to keep the box closed as best I can, all the while in the back of my mind's going, "You're a dirty man. I know what you do." And of course, it was in a block of flats. I'd make more deliveries to the units. And whenever I saw his curtains drawn, in the back of my mind came the thought, "I'm on to you, man. I know what's happening."
Yep.
It's just dear, oh dear, oh dear. I probably delivered more of those than I actually know. But there you go. He didn't seem to bat an eyelid. He was probably didn't want to go to details on that one.
Oh yeah, probably not. Whoa, dude.
The other amusing one goes back to when I was about 17, 18. And my mate and I had found one or some adult magazine, and at the back of it were these ads for various sex toys, and we were hacking ourselves laughing what we were discovering here. But the big one that had us in absolute stitches and amaze, in fact, was a thing called the Fist of Adonis. It's highly disturbing as a notion, but beggars belief. Because what? It's got to be purely for novelty value. The Fist of Adonis was indeed a fist like that, but one that would dwarf my forearm. And you think, inconceivable in so many ways, but there it was to being advertised. For those who want something a little larger, the Fist of Adonis is here to accommodate you. And you think, really?
Holy hell. Damn.
Yeah. It's it's a funny old world.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
It's almost the doors done. Almost. Now, then it's the chairs. I reckon. Now, how long we going for? Oh. Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, I just stuck the chassis in it to see what it would look like. And
That's good.
yeah, it's come together nicely. I'm really proud of this one. Yeah, I had to see what it looked like on the inside of it.
Uh, ah, Ronald's just telling us that he and his sister once found his brother's porn. They stuck it to his door.
Holy hell.
Oh, yeah, that's going to get some attention.
Yeah, it will. That'll raise some eyebrows.
Oh, yeah. Things you do when you're young.
Yeah, my brother and I found my dad's. So we had to keep that in the wraps.
That's classic. All right. Now,
Hello. I'm good. How are you? The one at Oxbow Lane. They open at 6.
No, it's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, a guy I went to school with,
Okay.
his father found his stash. So it was the other way around. This came,
Oh,
no, this came with a huge benefit. You see,
oh,
his father viewed this as a perfectly natural piece of behavior
true.
and said, if you want porn, ask me, I'll buy it for you, because that way he knows what he's getting into.
Ah,
And you think, well, that's actually a very rational position.
yep.
Because, yeah, let's face it, it's there's a whole stack of stuff out there that you probably wouldn't want your teenage kid getting in or even seeing. But yeah, when I heard that, I thought that was now the side benefit, of course, of knowing the guy was that he had a big porn stash.
Ah,
And here we go. Here's a name you might even know. It was because of him that I saw my first ever Christy Canyon vid.
Oh.
Don't know if you know the name.
no,
No, she was a big name in the 80s.
Uh,
Big name. And
really.
that was actually probably the first actual X-rated vid I ever saw. And oh, Christy Canyon.
Yes,
Glad
you're welcome. Glad I could help. You too, thank you.
Oh, here we go. Oh, David's got a corker here. He worked at an open cast site, and the caravan caught fire, and a ton of porn came out. Oh, at Ronald's place, there was a boy who liked horses.
Who
Oh
like horses?
dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, hey Dale, yeah, Google Christy Canyon. You'll be pleasant. Yeah, if you're into look, she's got a big rack. That's the bottom line here. That was always, but she's got the whole full body thing going on. Textbook 80s. Big hair, big rack.
Yep. Definitely the 80s and early 90s.
Yep. It was back when I actually saw a clip of what I can't remember who it was, but it was an 80s porn actress bemoaning that the fact that back in their day there was plot to porn movies. These days
Oh,
people just
yeah.
shoot porn scenes. There was dialogue. She said you'd have to go through 9 pages before the first sex scene.
Yeah, I never got into the ones that had the stories behind it and stuff.
Well, to me, that was never the purpose.
The so-called soft.
But at the same time, it was interesting to see it from that perspective. I mean, some of the storylines are funny, and some of the dialogue was, because there's one where,
Yeah, yeah, some of them are stupid.
there you go. Dale saying, bound to be in his dad's stash. Um, yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. No, lost it again. Doesn't matter. Cross there. Here's another corker for you. I once toyed with the idea, and indeed tried to pull this off, of dropping maybe a couple of Playboys and penthouses on the library shelves at school. Unfortunately, I got caught in the process, by which time I'd already put a couple up, which were promptly discovered. Somehow I got away with that. Maybe they saw the humour of it. No worries, Ronald. Good. Thanks for dropping past. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but my doing that sort of thing was one of the reasons why I was the kid who parents used to warn their kids to stay away from. Now, bearing in mind, I was at a Jesuit college. I don't know why my parents sent me to a religious school, having raised me as an atheist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a bit. I believe the theory was I'd get a better education there, but you got to be saying, did it not occur to you that in that context they'd see me as little short of an apostate of hell?
Yep.
And to add to the my heinous list of flaws, my parents were divorced. So, oh, dearie me. So, yes, I'm surprised I didn't get exercised at some stage. Or maybe they thought I was already too far in slavery to Satan. I don't know. It's hard to know. But yeah, um, it was one of a number of things that gave me different perspectives on stuff. It was interesting. I'm actually an agnostic these days. My theory being, well, no, people of faith cannot give you God's phone number. So it's hard to say it exists.
Yep.
Equally, however, science is not definitive on various things that, as far as creation of said universe. So until I get a definitive answer of how it all happened, I am open on the subject. I do think that a failing of something of the whole debate, though, is that I think most deities would probably not be the way humans imagine them. Well, a deity would not be. That's my opinion.
Yeah. My wife
Personally.
will agree.
Because yeah, my theory on that is also is that most deities are imbued with very human traits, anger.
Yep.
Um, hell, Jehovah kills a lot of people. He gets very angry, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, you know, these are questions I have, but I have no answers. So hence I'm an agnostic. Probably facilitated by studying 2 years of philosophy at uni too. Some of that was very funky. Once you do philosophy one, you get to choose your type of philosophy. And one of the ones I did was moral philosophy. And that was really interesting because you discover there's a whole stack of grey. Very little is black and white when it comes to those sorts of matters. It's all very much perspective.
Huh.
For here we go. Here's a couple of lines I thought for you on that one. Okay, most people would agree that taking human life utterly wrong. But then you start bringing into the argument things like euthanasia. We will happily see an animal that we love not suffer. What is it moral to let the same thing be done to a human? Should we? That sort of a debate comes into play then. Then you
Huh.
also look at the reality of in a combat zone, you better believe you've got no options. It's you or them. Morally acceptable? Yes. See,
Yeah.
it's all these caveats, and that's the whole thing with philosophy. I rather enjoyed that.
Huh.
The only problem with it is it does come to a point where sometimes all you can really argue, because it's very hard to get a definitive answer, is that, well, that's this perspective. I've covered that angle, but of course, there's always counter arguments.
Yeah, there always is.
So, yeah. And as part of my politics degree, I had to study political philosophy, which can be as tedious as all hell. But if you have to do it for your degree, you do it. If I'd had the choice, I probably wouldn't have. I'd rather studied other areas of politics. But I do see why they get you to do it, I guess.
Right.
Because behind everything you do, there's usually some philosophy attached. If you don't understand it, you got a few problems. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to come along okay, I reckon. Now, the only frustration I'm having at the moment is I've got my course on Mondays and Tuesdays, and it's funny. I've obviously I've got to go and do my bits and bobs. But it does get in the way of the rest of my life. It's most inconvenient. Why can't they just give me all the good stuff without me putting in any effort? I don't understand.
No, right? That would be nice.
Oh, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice if life just came to you on a platter?
Huh.
Actually, no, it wouldn't. It'd take all the fun away.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that would be no fun.
I mean, let's face it, that's the whole thing. Getting through those
Got to have headache and heartache involved in it.
Yeah, in fact, I remember discussing this with a friend that if you had things easy all your life, you'd have no resilience for those times when it just went shitful.
Is there such a life?
Now,
Hell, I remember back in the 80s, my dad working 2 jobs.
yep,
There was 3 of us, him and mom, and it took him working 2 jobs to put food on the table, pay the bills, even back
yep,
then.
I've done that. Hammers you. That never used
Yeah,
to happen over here, but it's happening more, starting to happen now. Um, it's just a cost of living thing over here now. You got people in full-time employment struggling
yeah.
to pay rent.
It's expensive over here too. Oh my God.
Yeah, and the frustration I actually have with that is that then you hear about people with billions. You think, well, how much is enough, guys?
Yeah.
And we know the answer. It's never enough.
Ain't that the truth?
Hmm. What's the line from Gordon Gecko? Greed is good. Didn't mind Michael Douglas as an actor.
Douglas. Who he playing? Oh, Douglas. Yeah, Michael Douglas, he played in a lot of movies.
He did. He did. As did his father.
Basic instinct. Fatal attraction.
Fatal Attraction, Basic Instinct.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Man
there's something
Stone.
I'll share with you.
It was Ant-Man.
Um,
The founder of Ant-Man.
He was the founder of Ant-Man from the Marvel movies.
yeah, right. Here's a bit of related humor to Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction. Um, there was a comedy show in Australia. I can't remember which one it was, but basically, when all those sorts of movies were coming out, or they put out a parody for a movie advertisement called Adjective Noun, because of course that's what basic adjective, instinct, noun, fatal adjective, attraction, noun. Yeah, and they played the adjective noun coming to a cinemas near you.
Oh, damn it, man.
Yeah. Oh, hey, John, how you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
All right. There's one cut in. So you can sort of see how that's going to be coming along.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I won't brave enough to do that center red line.
Yeah, it's
That would really
yeah.
set it off, though.
Like I said, the advantage here is like now I've got that done. I can just be quite rough with the masking. I don't have to be precise, and that makes life a lot easier. Now, whoop, bing, yep. What's the time? See how much more I can get done before I have to do the boogaloo. I would like to get both chairs done. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. Oh, we'll see.
Oh, damn it. Ah, shit.
Uh, now, over the next, because I reckon that it's entirely possible. Certainly, my one. I'm hoping that I can get this finished by early next week. I reckon sooner might be cool, but if I got it done, that would be good. Because then Corsair time. So what I'm going to do in the next few days is line up the paints that I need to get. Because there's a whole stack I won't have. Because most of my paints are geared for Europe. It's interesting the different camouflage patterns for the different theatres of war. Right the way down to the Luftwaffe had different camouflage on the Western Front than they did on the Eastern Front. Might be the same aircraft, but different camouflage.
Huh.
You wouldn't have thought the skies would be that different. All right.
Righty then. Wait.
It came together fairly easily for me. I think the outer line might be a little more tricksy. We'll see. Yeah. Something just occurred to me. Give me a moment. No, where are they? Here they are. I'm just speculating. Right. So if I paint what I'm thinking about is what I might do next session, regardless of anything, is yes, do get airbrushing going, but making sure I've got all the small stuff done so I can start assembly whilst airbrushing, if you follow me.
Yep.
Airbrushing doesn't take that long. Come that way. A little tidy up will be required there, that's okay. All right. Now, ow. Unhappy knee. Actually, even if I just get the interiors done, I'll be not unhappy with that as progress, but I want to get more if I can. Now, all right. Starting to come along now. Now, cross. What was the point? Down. Actually, no, I'll go across. Actually, I'll go here first. Now, All right. Now, if I just go, oh, no, I've got shitloads more to do. Now we'll come across here. And down here. All right. Now, we shall do that angle. Or shall we? Mysteries of life, eh?
Yeah, really.
Now, okay. And that, go away with that one. Nice one. Ooh, nice one, Centurion. Like it, like it. That was something I tried to get as well, a Centurion figure. Um, because, yeah, well, I study Latin and find Roman history interesting. And whilst it was on the catalogue, the suppliers to the hobby shop couldn't get it. Don't know why. I was going to get a gladiator as well.
I've never done any figures.
Pardon?
I ain't done any figures.
Well, the Viking one that I've got started on is the only one I've really gotten onto it. Although obviously there's the when you do pilots and stuff, I guess they're figures. Um,
Yeah,
but the Vikings are 1:16, so the detail's pretty choice. That Guards of the World series is 1:16. Um, and yeah, the detail, therefore, as I said, is pretty big. That's the whole thing, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I know you can get Tamir, I think it is, to um, I know, pretty sure they used to do one of Rommel, um, and possibly Montgomery as well in the North African sort of setup. All right, that's that one done around the middle areas. So they're both coming along now.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gonna look really nice when you get it done. The red really pops.
Yeah, now the other ones. Yeah, here we go. So we'll go. In fact, I will need to go lower again. That's okay. That's okay. That's what I should do, is line it There we go. That's where I need to be. Now I've gone too low. Bugger. Actually, that's probably not going to be showing, so does it really matter? I'm probably being a drama queen. Actually, the notion of me being any sort of a queen is highly disturbing. Um, yeah. Right, that's one side almost. Just a little touch there. There we go. One side. Let's do this side. Here. All right. Starting to look pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh, dear. What's that from? That's I Feel Pretty, isn't it? Well, I definitely don't feel pretty. Now, time is okay. Get a bit more done. Yeah. All right. Now, a bit more there. Up and around. Then it's dear, oh dear. I've almost painted the whole bloody thing. Maybe I just should. I don't know. We'll see. Not today, I won't. So I don't know. But given that it's going to take time to mask up, I might consider that, just from sheer practicality viewpoint. Yeah, that's an option to consider, isn't it? Because I'm thinking that it's probably going to take me 20 minutes to mask them all up. And when I'm looking at how close I am to actually getting them all done, why wouldn't I just finish it off by hand? Oh dear, take that out of context at your peril. So yeah, I reckon I'm going to do that ultimately.
This has definitely been a more detailed model.
Pardon?
Definitely been a more detailed model.
It's there's a lot of detail they've given a lot of detail to work with, haven't they? It's good
Yes.
stuff. All right. I've done a lot of all writing in the past few minutes. I have. I'm just thinking in the New Oxford Dictionary. Okay, you've got the word all right, and then underneath it you've got all writing. Numerous uses of applications of the word all right in various contexts to define a state of being. So with my numerous all rights, I am all writing.
All right.
Yes. Now then. Ha! I should do a range of t-shirts. 2 ranges of t-shirts. The first would naturally be all right, and the second would be now then.
Ha.
Bam. All right. Ha ha.
Put that on a t-shirt and sell it.
That's it, isn't it? If you want, there was a TV show that I believe I've told you about, a Kiwi one, 7 Periods with Mr. Gormsby. And the class he had was Form 5F. And me and a mate were considering getting t-shirts made up with Form 5F. Yeah. I can't remember what the Gormsby reference we were going to have on there was. I think it was the, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There you go.
That's the big line he trots out after he, how he explains to the boys that there's a lot of gay people in society, and he does it in the process of outing his the economics teacher. But when he explains to him that there's a lot of very prominent people in history who were pillow biters, he's there, and he says, but none of that, because basically it's all triggered by him walking in and discovering that one of them's drawn a picture of him with his pants down saying Gormsby takes it up the arse.
Damn it, man.
And the reason he takes issue is because it's simply not true. No, none of that mucky business for old Gormsby. That's when he starts explaining the whole prominent figures in history and the economics teacher. That's when he trots out. So, boys, I want you to take out your pencils, your pens, and write 100 times. By the way, the economics teacher is Mr. Horton, so you'll see the relevance. Mr. Horton takes it up the arse, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Uh,
I think that was what we were going to have on the t-shirt. And there's nothing wrong with that. As a show, I was very big on running the Ragged Edge. And in one episode, they've got to do every class has to do a performance. And what you need to understand is that the character Gormsby is not so much old school as colonial. And he has these Polynesian kids singing a Stephen Foster song. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Stephen Foster, but he wrote a lot of the. In fact, you'd know some of his stuff. The old "I rode from Alabama with a banjo on my knee." That's Stephen Foster.
Gotcha.
Now, a lot of his lyrics are in the contemporary era, shall we say, potentially racially challenging. And but nonetheless, Gormsby has these Polynesian kids singing it, and here's where it gets a bit, oh, really? And this is again, yeah, see how that rolls out. When they perform it, he has Polynesian kids doing blackface. And you think, ooh. And I put this to a Maori guy. Where do you stand on that? Because, of course, they're already people of color. He said, ooh, ooh. He wasn't sure if he should bite or not. It was like, yeah, running the ragged edge on a few things there. But that was the show's stick. They did that. So, yeah, that was put out in 2003 in New Zealand. So, yes, there you go. All right. Now, what's the time? I'm starting to run a bit short on time, unfortunately. I might call that stumps. We've got a. Now, the question will be, will I actually manage to get my shit together quickly enough at the course that I can get back here and, pardon me, knock these off today. I do have some baking I wish to do, and that might be a good time to do that because the cake will take a couple of hours. These are the Christmas cakes, get the brandy infused and stuff. And they, gotta say, they're pretty bloody heavy, actually, as it's fun, physically heavy. I'm of the opinion that if one wished to, you could probably use it as a lethal weapon.
Yeah.
Particularly once you got the icing on it. You got a good solid crust there. Just grab your cake and smack him to the noggin. All righty. Oi, getting all caught up on stuff here. Well, that's me done for today. I've got to go and get my shit together for my course. Thanks for watching. First-time viewers out there, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. Now, if you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder. Yes, we do all want to. That will waste a good cake. Well, I don't know, Dave. In the right time and place, if someone's trying to rumble you, getting a good cake and giving a good solid whack to the noggin, I'll be just what the doctor ordered. Anyway, yes, Rob the Builder, Facebook and YouTube. Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be back. Now, tomorrow I don't have to be, well, I do, but that's just up the road, a bit easier. Our pleasure, David. Now, I'll be back tomorrow. You going to be around, Bassman?
Yes, sir. I'll be right here.
Boffo. In that case, we shall be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And we'll hopefully catch you good people then. See you later.